For 14 years, I've been listening to how much better British chocolate is than the US. And this is our first ever side-by-side test.
Today, we're very excited because we're doing a blind taste testing of some British and American Mars products. We all love chocolate, so we're all buzzing over here, aren't we?
Yeah! Are you buzzing, Rog?
I will be shortly.
And we should say, just to make sure that this is completely fair, we have some people from Britain and an American.
First of all, we need to clarify exactly what is a Mars bar. In the UK, this is a Mars bar, and in the US, the equivalent is a Milky Way.
For the Brits out there who are thinking a Mars bar is not the same as a Milky Way, it's okay, let me put your mind at ease. They have a different name in America. This was very confusing for us when we were trying to put this video together. So it is pretty much exactly the same as a Mars bar. However, they call it a Milky Way. In the UK, a Milky Way is a different bar entirely.
Also, our British Milky Way is a bit like their Three Musketeers.
And for you Americans out there, we did have a Mars bar that was discontinued in 2002. So this will be a very interesting test taste.
Though both bars are manufactured by the American company Mars Inc., their difference lies in their creators. Forrest Mars travelled to England in 1932 to create a chocolate bar similar to his father's popular Milky Way bar, fashioned after the taste of a milkshake.
Mars Inc. is known as Mars Food UK Limited in the United Kingdom. The company is entirely owned by the Mars family, which is one of the richest families in America. Their confectionery items also include M&M's, Skittles, Snickers, Twix and Bounty.
In most of the world, a Mars bar is a chocolate bar with nougat and caramel coated with milk chocolate. Fun fact, deep-fried Mars bars are available in some fish and chip shops.
In the 1960s, Liverpool band Jerry and the Pacemakers were originally known as Jerry Marsden and the Mars Bars, before changing their name due to the objection of the Mars Company.
The famous advertising slogan, "A Mars a day helps you work, rest and play," was first used in the 1960s in the UK. Let's do a comparison of the packaging, and really, I would say that there is very little comparison. There could be two completely different things. Hopefully they're more similar on the inside than they are on the outside.
Regarding the weight and calories, they're pretty much the same. The UK version is 51 grams and it's got 225 calories.
The US version is 52.2 grams and contains 240 calories.
This one's had a little accident.
Oh no, I didn't take a bite out of it, honestly.
I would say they look quite similar. The Mars bar looks a little bit bigger and a little bit maybe lighter in colour.
Yeah, slightly paler.
But actually on the inside, almost
Identical.
no difference. Yeah.
So
My
hungry.
first Mars bar in 5 years.
But will you be able to tell the difference?
Alright, now there's no way any of us can know which one's which.
No idea.
I think I might have got two people's.
That's so typical. That tastes super good.
That one's really good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Swallow the last one. Should we do 1, 2, 3 and all point to which one we think is the UK Mars bar, and then we'll discuss which one we think was the best.
Okay.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
Oh.
Okay, now let's do which one we think was the best. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's see if we were right. This is the American one!
That is hilarious.
That's so funny. I would have
And
bet,
I got the UK.
You got the UK.
I would have bet money that was the UK one. I really honestly would have done.
I thought that one was sweeter, to be fair, and creamier, and that one tasted a little bit more bitty.
I thought this one was smoother, which is surprising. That's kind of why I was thinking it was the UK one.
I can't believe that.
I know, all the Americans are going to be laughing because we have been
just-
very strong in our opinions on American chocolate in previous videos.
We have.
What made you like the USA one best, Rog?
I don't know, it's just the taste. Usually I'm the same way as you guys. I prefer British chocolate desserts in general, but something about the Milky Way just
It was smoother and
Smoother.
creamy.
And it felt like it had more caramel.
Yes, it had more caramel, that was
Yeah.
it. And it was kind of runnier caramel.
Yeah.
Twix chocolate bars are produced in Cleveland, Tennessee for the North American market.
And they're produced in Veghel in the Netherlands for the global market.
In an episode of Seinfeld entitled The Dealership, a major plotline in the episode focuses on George Costanza's failed attempt to extract a Twix bar from the vending machine. Also a recurring joke in the episode is that people confuse a Twix bar with a Fifth Avenue bar. However, George insists that Twix is the only candy bar with the cookie crunch.
In 2012, Twix launched the Pick a Side campaign. The advertising campaign introduced a rivalry between the two sides of the Twix bar. Each Twix bar was given its own distinct packaging, being labelled as either a right Twix or a left Twix, although both sides are identical.
So, as you can see, the Twixes look very similar. I would just point out that when Roger and I were in London, Tesco's had run out of the normal Twix bar. They just had the white chocolate one, which I did take and eat, and it was very nice.
You weren't too sad about it then.
You may have noticed that a poodle appeared
Yes.
in the video.
Out of nowhere.
I just snap my fingers and a poodle magically appears. So anyhow, we went into a little chocolate store, a little
Convenience store.
convenience store, thank you, Rod, and picked up this Twix. And when I got home and looked at the writing on there, it was in a foreign language, and it says it comes from Budapest, Hungary, or Bucharest, Romania.
Huh.
But either way, as mentioned earlier, this should have been produced in the Netherlands, so it will be the same as the UK version. Interestingly, this is responsibly sourced cocoa. Does yours say that?
It does not.
Yours has got the cookie crunch that Seinfeld mentioned.
Crunchy cookie and delicious caramel, 2 cookie bars.
It's interesting, isn't it? Because we'd definitely call them biscuity bars or something along those lines.
Exactly.
So in the US, it's 250 calories per pack. In the UK, it's 123 calories per bar, so 246 total. So very close. The US version of the Twix bar was partially produced with genetic engineering. I have no clue, but if you're in the mood for a Twix bar, it's doubtful you care.
Okay, so let's unwrap that chocolate. Or that candy.
Yes. Is that the left Twix or the right Twix? It looks like the UK one's been sat on a little bit.
Well, it probably has, because it had a long journey over in my suitcase.
It's got some oozing going on.
Yeah.
So you definitely shouldn't be able to look at it because you'll know what it is.
Yeah, so we should close our eyes.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes.
So let's swap them all around.
All right, let's try this one first, but we're not going to look at it because they look so visually different.
Eyes closed. Lucy-Lou? Yep.
Okay.
Ready?
All right.
Okay, eyes closed.
Good. There's really not too much difference.
It really isn't.
All right, so on 3 we're going to point to which one we think is the UK one.
Okay.
All right, 1, 2, 3. Mixed opinions again. All right, now we're going to point to which one we liked best. 1, 2, 3. Some of us are wrong.
I think one of us has got the sweetest tooth, and that's why I'm going for it's probably the American
And generally that means
one. That's American.
that's American.
Yeah.
So do we find out?
Yeah,
Yes.
let's find out.
Okay, the one Julie prefers, USA.
2 in a row for the USA.
Oh my God.
The British one maybe was slightly more bitter.
It was.
It wasn't as sweet.
It wasn't as sweet, which I appreciated. In this case, anyway.
Yeah, I would agree.
I would agree normally.
Okay, Miss USA.
Yeah, you want to finish those
Well,
up?
go on then.
Galaxy is a chocolate bar made and manufactured by Mars Inc. It was first manufactured in the UK in the 1960s and sold in various countries throughout the world. It is also sold in the United States, Canada, Mexico, and various continental European countries as Dove.
The name comes from Dove Candies and Ice Cream, which were Chicago-based candy and ice cream shops owned by Leo Stefanos, a Greek-American, in 1939.
In 2014, Galaxy was ranked the second best-selling chocolate bar in the UK after Cadbury Dairy Milk.
So this is a Galaxy bar from the UK. It's got this nice white wrapping.
Can you explain, Lucy, why we have got different designs of American Dove chocolate for the viewers?
Okay, so I might have messed up. I was supposed to bring the Dove, and I did not. To put a long story short, that didn't happen. So Roger very kindly just went out on a search and came back with this and this. I've never seen so much chocolate all in one place.
I know.
But this one, as you can see, is larger, and they've gone for more like a chocolatey brown than the white. Quite different look, but I would say the font is actually very similar. That's how you know it's the same. The font is a similar design. So in America they call it Dove Silky Smooth. In the UK it's Galaxy Smooth Milk. For 31 grams it is 170 calories. On this one a portion size is 42 grams, so a bit more than the portion size of this. But the calories for this one are 229 calories.
I've just noticed on the back of the Dove chocolate bar, it says, Dove chocolate uplifts and appreciates women everywhere.
They know their target audience, don't they?
Unwrap those bars.
All right.
I'm going to have to do an expert job of cutting here to make sure it's similar.
Oh, no pressure.
Otherwise it's going to be obvious, isn't it? I forgot that Galaxy has these nice shapes to the chocolate.
Yes, it does.
Julie? Find the cup.
It's the biggest
Lucy?
challenge is where is the chocolate? All right. Delicious.
That was nice.
That was. I have no idea.
That's a really hard one, actually. That's very
hard.
difficult.
I think I know. I was wrong the last two times, so
Whatever Mum chooses, I'm going to choose the opposite.
we need to do it together after three, which is
Okay.
the UK one. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, okay. We're finally united. And which one did we prefer? 1, 2, 3.
For me, it wasn't even close.
I'm going to have to say it was very close.
It wasn't for me.
Yeah.
I could really taste that Galaxy chocolate. I knew
Okay.
immediately it was Galaxy.
For me, this is the one I've been least sure on, so...
Same here. Okay, are we
Right,
ready?
let's have a look. It's the USA!
Oh my
We are
god!
gonna have to eat
And I
our
just, oh my
words.
Well, I
god!
will say
It was
it was
close.
very close on this one. The others, I was confident in my choice of which one I preferred.
So was
This
I.
one,
Could have gone either way.
this one could have been either one.
Well, it did taste again a bit sweeter, I think.
I think you just like sweet food. Maybe since
Yes.
you've been living here, your taste buds have changed.
Maybe they have.
For 14 years, I've been listening to how much better British chocolate is than the U.S. And this is our first ever side-by-side test.
Well, I think you feel pretty chuffed, don't you, Rog?
No, I did.
USA!
Yeah. I'm surprised. I will say that when it comes to not necessarily chocolate bars, but desserts, chocolate British desserts, I like much more than American chocolate desserts. And also just desserts in general. I prefer British desserts because they are not so sickly sweet. You know what I'm thinking with all this leftover chocolate is we're going to have to open a bottle of wine.
Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, then please give us a like, maybe share with a friend, and follow us on YouTube.